Hey, Talofa. This is Leotawa Dr. John Peterson, and you are watching TE2 Edge Sports Cards. I am coming at you live and direct from the basement here in Richfield, Minnesota. Hope everybody's doing well out there. It is relatively early in the morning here in Minnesota. It's about 4:45, and sometimes I like to do these videos early in the day, get them recorded, and then upload them later in the day. Just kind of gives me an opportunity to get on a video for the channel and add it later for people to check out, so it doesn't interrupt my workday and able to get everything else done that I need to do. So anyway, hope everybody's doing well. Had beautiful weather again yesterday, a little bit cloudier, but overall the weather was nice, warm, high 80s, low 90s. And yeah, overall had a great day. Stayed busy and had different work stuff going on. Was able to strike a deal with my guy out in Prior Lake, Minnesota, Bruce, and I'll be picking up some rack pack cases of 1990 tops, as well as some 2 cases, 20 boxes each of 89 Donruss. He's been sitting on that product for a long time. Initially, when I went over there, I bought some 89 Bowman and some other boxes, a couple of the 19, let's see, what was it? I think it was 1992 Stadium Club, Top Stadium Club. Might have been 91, I can't remember. But I bought a case of 1991 or 92 Top Stadium Club Series 1, as well as some Series 1, 2, and 3, 92 and 93 boxes. So, along with some leaf and a bunch of different stuff. It was pretty cheap. It wasn't too expensive. So, planning to spend a little bit more because the 89 Donruss cases are, of course, a little more expensive. Getting a really good deal on those. What am I getting? 2 cases of 89 Donruss, 20 boxes per case, sealed. And then 13 rack pack cases of 1990 tops. I'm getting those 2 pieces for $2,700, which is about $600 under comps for eBay, which I think is really good. I can sell the rack pack cases probably for, I'm gonna guess, $300 a piece. So 13 times 300, of course, is more than $2,700. And then the Donruss boxes I can sell. If I want to open up one of the cases and sell the boxes individually, I can. If not, I can just hang on to the cases and keep them for another 20 years. So looking forward to going out on Friday and picking that stuff up, along with 11 boxes of 1993 Flair Showcase. Even though, Flair, I'm looking at Flair Showcase right now, but 93 Flair inaugural edition of the super premium product that Flair put out. I think the 93 Flair card is the best looking card aesthetically. It's just not worth the most in terms of resale value, but I'm picking up those boxes for about $35 to $37.50 a box. And they sell anywhere from $35 to $50 on eBay, mostly in the mid 40s. So getting a decent deal on that. And then he's throwing in a couple of other things for free, some 2022 product. So all that being said, I'm going to get all that for $3,125. And I would say the value there is closer to $5. So excited about that. Definitely won't open up all of it, sit on most of it. I don't typically open the bigger cases. A rack pack case, I might open one if I get the itch, just to see what I can pull out of there for Griffey and possibly a Frank Thomas rookie card. But overall, I tend to keep my factory sealed cases sealed and put them away for later resale or what have you. So anyway, one of the things I misspoke upon in the last video was that I kept calling it Flair Showcase. I know better. Flair came out in '93. He had a 94, 95, 96. It wasn't until 97 that Flair, in baseball at least, went to the showcase concept. I believe 96, 97 basketball had Flair showcase because there's Kobe Bryants out there that are row 1, 2, and 0, as well as I think there's a legacy card of Bryant that's worth quite a bit, like in the tens of thousands of dollars. But I did some research on this Flair showcase, and what I found out was that it's a 540 card fractured set, and it was released in the summer of 1997. There are 180 players featured on 3 different levels or rows: 0, 1, and 2, with 0 being the most rare and 2 being the most common. Each row featured a unique front design, which I think is really cool. So essentially you get 3 base cards of every player. That's how you get to 540. Row 2 is called Style, row 1 is called Grace, and row 0 is called Showcase. Each row was then subdivided into 3 60 card subsections featuring a different card back icon, which were Showtime, which was a baseball icon, Showstopper, which was a batter icon, and Showpiece, which was a glove icon. So each of the 180 players in the set had 1 card in each of the 3 rows with a specifically assigned card back icon per row, meaning each player had 3 base cards total. And then the seat number in the back represented the card number in the set. And the 1997 Flair Showcase was most notable for having what was called masterpieces. And this is the first ever true one-of-one parallel. So when you think about the role that one-of-one parallels play in the industry and the hobby today, it's pretty remarkable that this is the first time you see a one-of-one parallel. Insertion rates, there are 24 packs per box, 5 cards per pack. So that gives you what, 25, about 120 or so cards per box, which wouldn't get you, I wouldn't think, every player. But I've got a couple boxes here. I picked these up through Dave and Adams. They had a sale going, and I got each of them. I made an offer. I think they were selling them for $575 or $600, and I offered, I think, what was it, $900 for both boxes, and they came back with an offer of $1,000 for both. So I paid $500 for each. So between the 2 boxes, I'll end up getting presumably 250 cards, which would be a little less than half of the total number of cards that you can get in the complete 540 set. In terms of insertion rates, Style, or row 2, for Showtime was 1 to 60, 1 in 5. Showpiece was 61 to 120, 1 in 1.5. And then Showstopper was 121 to 180, and that was 1 of 1. Grace was 61 to 120, 1 of 2, 121 to 180, 1 of 3, and then 161 to 2.5. And then of course Showcase was much more difficult to find. You're looking at 1 to 20, 120 to 180, at least in the card numbers were 1 to 5 packs. 1 to 60 was 1 to 24, so basically 1 per box. And then 61 to 121, 120 was 1 in 12 for the Showstopper. The Legacy Collection had 540 total cards, numbered to 100. The odds were 1 in 30. Masterpiece was 540 cards, 1 of 1, 1 in 3,000 were the odds per pack. Wave of the Future was 27 total cards, 1 in 4 packs. Diamond Cuts, there were 27 total cards, or excuse me, 20 cards, 1 in 20 packs. Hot Gloves, 15 total cards, 1 in 90. $1 Million Moments, there were 45, there's 1 per pack. And then the Alex Rodriguez Emerald Exchange, there's one total card numbered to 25, and it's 1 in 64,800 packs. So very rare to get the Rodriguez Emerald Exchange. Yeah, so really excited about these cards. In terms of value, you're looking at some pretty decent resale values. As an example, this is just based on PSA, of course. A Jeter Row 2 sold for $2,150 on eBay back in 21 for $2,150. And back in June of last year, a 9 sold for $565. So this is definitely flippable material. I will put these in PSA slabs for sure. The liquidity of these cards will increase significantly in PSA slabs and decrease significantly in CSG slabs. This isn't vintage. This is a whole different ball game. This is not really for me long-term play. If I can pull some really nice stuff and flip this, I'd be super happy. And you know, some other prices. Ken Griffey Jr. Legacy Collection Row 0 went for $10,500 back in October of 2020. So I'm assuming that if you pull something nice out of here, you're looking to pull, you know, in the thousands. And so even some of the other cards like the Guerrero Row 1 Legacy Collection, $200. Manny Ramirez, $370. So based on the research that I did, you can really, I think if you hit a star player, you can do really well with these cards overall. And just really looking forward to hopefully getting a Griffey and or a Jeter. I've had pretty good luck with Jeter over the years, and Griffey, especially with 90s product. So this episode is called, it's a new series, it's a new episode, a new kind of series that I'm calling Primetime Players Club Super Premium Edition. So different from the Junk Wax Chronicles, this really focuses on primetime, super premium product, you know, stuff that comes from the 90s, of course, and I don't really do a whole lot with the 2000s. I'll probably stick to the super premium product in the 90s, whether it's basketball, football, baseball. Probably won't do hockey. Yeah, so you're watching a Primetime Players Club Super Premium Edition, and this is breaking open a box of 1997 Flair Showcase. And hit the like or the subscribe button. Hopefully you enjoy this. This is a different kind of break than doing junk wax, although I have to tell you, I enjoy breaking junk wax just as much as I enjoy breaking this. Finding a $200 Ken Griffey Jr. card is just as exciting as pulling a $2,000 card. I did pull this out of a box of 96 Flair. And 96 has the gold and the silver. They don't have the rose because it's not showcase. But pulled this out of a box. And right now, PSA is still charging $100 for grading packs. I found that out from Got Baseball Cards. So I'm just going to hold this along with some of the 1990 Topps rack packs with Griffey on the top. I've got 2 of those that I'm going to hold back and send those in at a later time. Got Cecil Fielder on the back. And then another card that I pulled out of the 96 Flair box was this Jeter, which is a beautiful card. I think this is the silver because it's embossed in gold. So I think it was silver embossed in gold or gold embossed in silver. So the Jeter, I believe, is a silver, and the Griffey, I believe, is a gold because the embossing for the Griffey's in silver. If that makes sense. So these are beautiful cards too. The 96s look great. They're less than half the cost of a 97 box, but then again, you don't get the opportunity to pull the same type of value out of a 96 box. I think this is probably a couple $100. I'd have to look on 130 point to see what this most recently sold at. But this will definitely go on a PSA slab too. So I'm not anti-PSA. I'm strategic about what I put into CSG and what I put into PSA. And frankly, when I watch Ryan with breakout cards go to all these different shows across the country, I see a lot of vintage and CSG slabs, and I see dealers pricing it right about the same as what they would for SGC and PSA. I don't see a huge drop off. Is it the same liquidity as PSA? No. And there's no way that it could be, because you've got so many more PSA cards that have been graded over the years. I mean, the set registry for PSA is not to be played with, you know. So from a liquidity perspective, yes, PSA carries more value. But from a straight up market-based value perspective, I think PSA is not, you know, light years ahead of CSG, and that gap's going to close in the next 3 years. Mark my words. So all that being said, we're 16 minutes into the video and we haven't even broken open the box, so I apologize for that. But like I said, hit the like or the subscribe button and let's get started. Positive vibes, right? Gotta think positively with this sort of thing. And the nice part about it is that I was able to get 2 boxes rather than 1, so I've doubled my odds. And hopefully you're enjoying these different box breaks. So we've got the seal here, which is kind of cool. And I'm guessing these come in, oh, they come in foil packs. Wow, that is a really cool inside of a box. Look for Alex Rodriguez Emerald Autographed Glove Redemption cards. Yeah, what a fantastic box. This is the most fancy box I've ever opened. Hopefully there's no sticking or bricking with these cards. Try and keep them in the same order. And then we'll get to ripping. Primetime Players Club Super Premium Edition. Breaking open a box of 1997 Flair Showcase. Get a little bit better frame and angle. All right, let's go with the first pack. As is customary for me, I'm gonna make sure. This is the most premium box of cards I've ever opened. $500 is quite a bit for me. I have opened up some 80s football that would be in this category of cost, maybe even a little bit more, but I've never opened up anything. Oh my God, are you freaking kidding me? First card is Jeter. Are you effing kidding me? Woo! Gotta do a Ric Flair on that one. Are you kidding me? First pack. 97 Flair Showcase. What row is this? Seat 2, row 2. That is bomb. Now, is this the most expensive or most valuable of the cards? No, it's not. But according to PSA, one of these sold for $2,150 in February of 2021. Now that was at the peak. So this is probably not a $2,150 card now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in a penny sleeve. Very carefully put it in a penny sleeve. And then I'm going to find out on 130 point for you all what the value is of this card as a PSA 10. It looks pretty clean. I'm not seeing anything initially that's an issue on any of the corners. The right corner has a little bit of a tick. But other than that, oh my God. First card, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. What are the odds of that? That the very first card on top would be Jeter? Dude, wow. Wow. That is absolutely phenomenal. Oh my God. If you're watching this, you've got to be like, you got to be kidding me. What are the odds of that? Look at that card. Look at this card. Now, I'm not a huge Yankees fan, but I do like Jeter. I've always been a Jeter guy. I just think he's just such a great leader. His leadership qualities. Yeah, some of his off-the-field stuff, but you know what? Everybody's got off-the-field stuff. Half the stuff we don't even hear about. But this guy was a baller. I think he's top 5 Yankee greats. You've heard me say that before. So, first card, Jeter. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's see what this card's worth. 130 point. Let's pull it up. 1997 Flair. Let's just go Flair. Showcase. Row 2. Derek Jeter. PSA 10. Are you kidding? What? Section 1. This says, well, this is kind of Flair Showcase Row 2 SGC L569. Section 1. So, like, how do you determine? Yeah, this is not a numbered one. Row 2. Numbered to 100. Yeah, I don't see this one as numbered. So maybe this one isn't worth as much as I thought. Because I'm seeing a PSA 9 for $20.50. $13.25 for a PSA 9. So there's no way that this card is worth $2,000, but still, to pull a Jeter as the first card, I mean, at least a couple $100, you'd think. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. So, well, let's keep going. I don't want to get hung up on Jeter, even though it's easy to be excited about pulling a Jeter as the first card. So here we got a Tommy. We'll put the Jeter down here. All right, and I did wash my hands, so I'm thinking I'm not leaving a Tommy, Derek Lee, Orndini, and Ron Gant. And then the $1 Million Moments, which is a redemption type deal. I'll keep those. All right, next pack. I had to do the Ric Flair woo. That wasn't exactly my best effort on that, but still better than not. Bonds, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Bonds on the back? A row 2 Bonds. Oh my goodness, look at this. Wow. Jeter and Bonds in the first 2 packs. Man, I am liking this. I am liking this big time, baby. And again, I don't know what the resale value is on this. I don't think this one is numbered. Yeah, so it's section 1. So this is Showtime. And the Jeter is also Showtime. All right. And the Showtime insertion rate again was, let's see here. Let's go back to my information. Yeah, Showtime is the most, well, most common is Showtime. Yeah, most common is Showtime. Oh my goodness, boom, boom, boom. A Chipper Jones. Oh, it looks like there's a print line down the left-hand side. If you look really carefully, can you see that print line? Yeah, that's too bad. But still, a Chipper. Brady Anderson. Marty Cordova. Manny Ramirez. Yes, sir. A row 1 Manny Ramirez. Yes, sir. Let's get this in a penny sleeve. Be extra careful with these. I'll bet you this is a couple $100. So I just pulled a Derek Jeter in the first pack, first card of the first pack. Second pack produced a Bonds, a Manny, and a Chipper. That's incredible. Let's see what the Ramirez is. So let's go on to 130 point. Roll 1. Manny Ramirez. PSA 10. And what is the, this is section 1. So again, it's Showtime. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like there's only one that's graded, a numbered one, 97. So this is numbers one was 170 for a PSA 9. So kind of tough to say. Let me look on PSA and see what we've got for this. Yeah, I mean, this says row 2, $2,150 for a PSA 10. Oh, but that's Legacy Collection. This isn't Legacy Collection. Yeah, so, yeah, probably not a couple $1,000 because the Legacy Collection obviously is more. But the Manny, let's look at the Manny, seat 33. Row 2, row 1, it doesn't have it. Well, a row 2 Manny and a 9 was 60. So if this comes back as a 10 and it's row 1, it's going to be more than, definitely more than that. And then the Bonds, seat 25, and that was a row 2. A row 1 Bonds, looks like it sold for 138 for a 9. So this is a row 2. Yeah, so right here with these 3 cards, we're looking at probably, get it in frame, I don't know, I'm gonna say $300-400, which I think is really good. And then you add in the Jones. That won't come back as a 10 because of the print line, but I don't know, maybe get a 9 on it. These are super cool cards. These are some of the most beautiful cards I've ever owned, other than vintage, of course. It's hard to compete with It's hard to compete with this guy. Like, I'll never say that this is better looking than this. That's just me, though. Some people would possibly disagree. All right. Wow, we've had tremendous luck. I should be doing breaks. Goodness, with this kind of luck. And I generally have pretty good luck with wax. Only struck out a couple different times. Oh, it looks like we might have some potential breaking with this pack. That's not good. Yeah, you can tell on the pack there's a little bit of a wear. Well, that's a cool card. Look at Gibson. But here's the nice part about this. These cards aren't... Oh, looks like we've got... Oh, no, I thought that was an insert. These cards aren't bricked. They're not stuck together. So we got Tony Clark, Joey Hamilton, Barry Larkin. Set that aside. Tony Graffiano. That's a cool looking card. That's a refractor. Jamie Wright. This is a Showtime. Maybe not a refractor. I don't know. I can't really tell. Nope, not a refractor. It looks, yeah, maybe, possibly. He's not a good player, so we're not going to worry about it. Let's put the Barry Larkin in a penny sleeve. Love the card stock. Put the Gibson here. So this will be a longer video, of course. I'm going to take my time, really kind of go measured with this. Hopefully you stick with me and enjoy watching. Looks like that's a move on. I'm getting these cards up, but I'm only not getting every single card. Ron Swoboda. I'm not familiar with this. Oh, this is the Mets. Okay, cool. All right, so we got a Rusty Greer. Oh, here's a showcase. Oh, look at that. That's a cool card. Cecil Fielder. So let's see. This is a row 0. Section 1. All right. Well, you know what? This might be worth getting graded. Might be some Cecil Fielder fans out there. It's a big boy. Big Daddy. Dante Powell. Alex Fernandez. Mo Vaughn. Yeah, the Mo Vaughn. Actually, Mo Vaughn was a really good player. This is 92, 90, 96. So in the first 4 years, this guy hit 13, 29, 26, 39, and 44 home runs. He averaged 326 in 1996, hit 44 home runs, and had 143 RBIs. That's pretty damn good. That's really good. So there might be some Red Sox fans out there that really like Mo Vaughn. So I'm going to put this over here. And then the Fielder is a row 0. Put that over there. Not going to put it in a semi-rigid just quite yet. All right, let's keep going. Man, this is fun. What a way to start your day. Derek Jeter, first card. First card of the first pack. Well, here's a Frank Thomas, a row 2. Okay, that's good. And here is an 18 of 25. Scott Spezio, must be wave of the future. And too bad he's not really truly the wave of the future, because he's not very good. Wasn't very good. Dimitri Young, Charles Johnson. He had a lot of hoopla as a catcher coming up. Durham and Frank Thomas. Definitely put the Thomas in a penny sleeve. Yeah, it might not be worth a ton, but just the beauty of that card worth getting slabbed. And some of these I might do in CSG. I don't know. I kind of tend to try and do all of a set in the same slab. And now that PSA's prices have come down significantly, I can get all of these showcases slabbed in PSA slabs. Because I think when you want to display them at a show, you want them all to look somewhat consistent. Oh, let's go here. Excuse me. Well, here's another Barry Larkin. So we've doubled up on the Larkin. Andrew Jones. Oh, here's another Wave of the Future. Back to back. Ruben Rivera. Yeah, never really heard of him. Jay Buhner. Jeff Abbott. Derek Bell. And Barry Larkin. So this must be, this is a Showtime. So a different type of base from the one we just pulled. These are cool cards. I love the fact that they've got all the variety. So this is a Showtime. And this is a Showstopper. Cool. Next pack. Yeah, you can tell I don't rip the same way most people do. It's just too much of a risk. Here's a checklist. There's a Piazza. Have to watch some ESPN today and see what happened with the All-Star game. When I finished watching, the National League was winning. Had a Mel Rojas, Dimitri Young, Mark Grutzlanek, and then a Roberto Alomar. This looks to be a Showtime, row 2. Put that also in a penny sleeve. Oh, I wanted to let folks know, if you need top loaders, I found a place that sells 1,000 count cases of top loaders for $100. And it's called loothive.com. It is an eBay fulfillment center located in Bloomington, Minnesota. $100 for a case of 1,000 top loaders, 3x4s, which I think is a pretty decent deal. So check out loothive.com if you're interested in getting some relatively inexpensive top loaders. Top loaders can be spendy, $7, $8, $9 for a pack of 25. Of course, if you buy a case, you get a better deal, but I think you can get cases. The cheapest I've ever seen cases is like, I don't know, $90. I don't know. I've never seen any cases for $90. The lowest I've ever seen is this Loot Hive. So, but then I don't really do a lot of top loaders either. You have Juan Gonzalez, Ryan Klesko. Ooh, a diamond cut. What is this? Diamond cut Manny Ramirez. All right. What's the insertion rate on these diamond cuts? How lucky did I get? Diamond cuts 1 in 20. Okay, so there's 1 per box. Wow. Look at that. Hell yeah. I love Manny. I do well on Manny. I usually pull a fair amount of Manny's out of boxes. I don't know why that is. Sometimes you just pull certain players, you know what I mean? cool. So 1 in 20. That's about 1 per box for the diamond cuts. Now, this might not be worth a ton now, but if he makes the haul, which I think he should, definitely think Manny Ramirez should be in the haul. Let's take a look at 130 point. Manny Ramirez diamond cut. PSA 10. Doesn't look like it's graded. A Cal Ripken was 266. Todd Hundley was 53. The Jeter's 305. So if the Jeter's 305, oh, that's in a pristine 100 for 382 for a Jeter. Oh, the Ramirez is 25 bucks for a PSA 9. So you got to figure this is at least 100 bucks. Man, there's some value in this box. Look at this. Ramirez, Larkin, Chipper Jones, Jeter, Ramirez, Bonds. This is at least 500 bucks here for resale value. And we're not even halfway through the box. Don't sleep on 97 Flair Showcase. I mean, if you can find this stuff for a decent price, I'd snap it up. By comparison, you could spend $200 on the new product, or $2,000 on the new product, and pull up 50 bucks. Here's a Wade Boggs. Set that aside, he's a Hall of Famer. Bernard Gilkey, another Rojas, Steve Finley, and Joe Carter. Don't think Joe Carter's in the Hall of Fame. Oh, is this Steve Finley must be row 0. Yeah, cool. He was a decent player. Let's see here. We're out of penny sleeves that have the slit, so we're gonna have to just set the Boggs aside. Let's put the Boggs over here on top of Bob Gibson, along with Wade. Or excuse me, Boggs, not the Carter. All right. Next pack. After this, I'm going to take a sip of coffee. See if we can pull another. Let's see if we can pull a Griffey. Here's a Nomar, row 2. That's cool, Babe Ruth. Kristen's brand new Yankee Stadium with an opening day home run. Nice. Derek Bell. Jorge Posada, great leader. Is that a rookie card? Yeah, that might be a rookie card. What is this, a row 2? Yeah, probably won't get that graded. Here's a Sandberg. Also, oh, this is a row 1. So this is a row 1 showstopper. I'll get that graded. Maybe, probably not graded, but just at least set aside. Oh, here's a Jason Kendall, row 0. And a Nomar in a row 2. Set that aside. Can at least put that in the value box. Had Nomar not gotten hurt. Oh, gotta get some coffee here. Had Nomar stayed healthy, it was his lower back. Had he stayed healthy, he would have been a Hall of Famer. He was a great player. Great shortstop. Chris Chambliss. Another Graffiano. Wendell McGee. This is a row 0. Bernard Gilkey. Bobby Higginson. And a Raul Mondesi. to... He was a pretty decent player. So you're watching TE2 Edge Sports Cards. Hit the like or subscribe button. Leave me a comment. You're watching a Primetime Players Super Premium Edition. Charles Nagy. Here's a Schilling in a row 0. That'll go into a penny sleeve. I think Schilling's going to get in the Hall. He should be in the Hall. Denny Nagel. Ray Ordonez. Yeah, Schilling should be in the Hall. It's just some of the stuff he said. He's real conservative, and you know, the Baseball Writers Association of America probably, you know, is trying to just keep an eye on some of the stuff he says, and which I think is being a little bit Hey, A-Rod. So this is a row 2, Showtime. Set that over there. Another Finley. Mike the Mechanic Musina. Jeff Conine. And Melvin Nieves. Never heard of him. I don't know if we continue to have good luck. I might have to keep the streak going and open up the second box. We'll see. Be the longest video probably that I've ever done. I think the longest I've done is an hour and about 20 minutes, hour and a half. Oh, here's a Manny, row 2. Showtime. Andrew Jones. I think he's Hall of Fame material too. Put him aside. Alex Ochoa. Scott Brocious. Sean Green. And then a Manny. Is that a defect there? Nope, it's on his shirt right there. Actually, I should put these up here on Walter Payton. A little more stable. Oh, don't want to do that. Don't want to cut the card. Cut the foil, not the card, right? Doesn't look like I did any damage to it, so that's good. Got a Mark Grace. Here's a K-line. Youngest batting champion at age 20. That's impressive. Mark Grace. Brian McRae. Brian McRae played some football. Ray Ordonez. Ismael Valdez. And Tim Nehring. All right, not much in that pack. Still haven't gotten the legacy card yet. Hoping that there's one in this box. Got to stay positive. Greg Maddox. 17th consecutive road victory. Yeah, Maddox is top 10 pitcher all time. Definitely probably top 5 right-handed pitcher for sure. Royce Clayton. I mean, just the gold gloves with Maddox is ridiculous. Brian Giles. Dwight Gooden, Andy Bennis, Brian Jordan. This guy I know played football too. Yeah, one of the rare breed of multi-sport pro athletes. He played in the NFL from 89 to 91. Brian gave up football upon reaching the majors in 92. Yeah, great athlete. You got to respect the players that play both football and baseball. I want to see somebody play baseball and basketball. That'd be sweet. That'd be cool. Oh, another Wave of the Future. Ryan Jones. He didn't pan out. Danny Tartable. Al Martin. Darryl Kyle. Tim Salmon. Could speed things up just a little bit here. Imagine if I got the A-Rod, the 1 of 1, or the numbered to 20. 1 in 64,500 packs. Oh my gosh, another Ruben Rivera. 2 Ruben Rivera Wave of the Futures. What are the odds of that? Should turn my light on here. Carlos Delgado. He could hit pretty well. Andrew Jones. Put that up here. Oops. Bumped the Travis Fryman and Vladdy. This might be a rookie card. And it is. Row 2, Showtime. He's Hall of Fame. I love Vladimir. That guy was a free swinging from the heels. Hit any pitch in and out of the zone. So Todd Walker. There's row 0, Craig Biggio. He's a Hall of Famer. Geronimo Boa. Dave Nielsen. And another Maddox. I'm going to set this over here with my left hand so I don't keep bumping the camera. All right, got 5 packs left for this box. Still haven't gotten a legacy card yet. There's a Randy Johnson, row 2, Showtime. Jeff Cirillo, row 0. Chipper Jones, row 1. All right. A little more rare. I do well on Chipper too. Hal Morris, Jermaine Dye. Jermaine Dye was pretty talented. He was a big guy. 6'4", 210. Yeah, he was good size. Just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. Just wait for it. It's coming. I can feel it. Durham, Dante Powell, Ori, Jimmy Key, and Sammy Sosa. Yeah, so I won't get, just because I set them aside doesn't mean I'm going to get them graded. But it does mean I'm going to put them, I'll probably put some of these in top loaders actually, just kind of start using those top loaders. Tony Gwynn on the back. Andy Bennis. Shannon Stewart, Carlos Delgado. Wade Boggs, row 2. This is a showstopper. And a Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn cards tend to hold their value pretty well, I've noticed. So I am going to open up the second box. I'm feeling good about this. But I'm going to pause. There's an A-Rod. I'm going to pause and splice together the videos so you don't have to watch me do some prep work. Bobby Abreu, Wave of the Future. Jeff Abbott. Oh, another diamond cut. 2 diamond cuts in 1 box? What are the odds of that? Diamond cuts, 1 in 20 packs. So who is this? McGuire. Okay. Cool. That's cool. McGuire, I'll tell you what, his cards still hold value too. People loved Mark McGuire. Let's not forget Mark McGuire hit 70 home runs in a season. Only to be beaten, I think, by what, Barry Bonds? So, I mean, McGuire was a stud before he started juicing. He had 50 home runs, 49 home runs his, first or second year, his rookie year? He was a beast. So to have this card, I'm pretty excited about. And to have 2 diamond cuts in the same box, that's not bad. Cool. That'll be a grader. Pudge Rodriguez. What, man, the wave of the future. Oh, it's 1 and 4. Okay. Richie Sexson. This guy hit some home runs back in the day. Charles Johnson, Kevin Apier, Royce Clayton, Pudge Rodriguez. All right, that's the end of part 2, or part 1, excuse me. I'm gonna stop the video. We're at 55 minutes, and then I'm gonna get myself a little break here, and then come back and open up the second box for part 2. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. Peace.